Alright, this is the first time I would give it a go for World of Tanks. So far I played World of Warships, so let me show you first my collection of tanks that I've collected across the years. It took me actually a very long time to acquire that number of tanks with these models because they are quite difficult to acquire. You have to play lots and lots of battles to get those higher tier tanks. I'm not sure if I could say that I enjoy tanks over battleships and cruisers. Both games are actually quite exciting. The action in tanks for sure is way much more entertaining. Of course, you're now seeing the most favored tank by myself, the Tiger. And that's not any Tiger. Let me show you here. That's Tiger 1 with very special skin. I just love it. There is another modified version of this tank, which is the Tiger 131 with the Desert Corpse skin for the use of in North Africa campaign. Marvelous tank, fully upgraded, so I think, yeah, probably upgraded in terms of equipment, but there is more experience that we could get. So as you can see, it requires no upgrades. That was a bonus tank that I got. So it's kind of special because you do not find that tank in a tech tree, which is here. So I got the countries to the left and the entire structure and tree for all types of tanks that you need, starting with the light, medium, heavy tank and super heavy tanks until you reach the far right side. And if you could get one of these beasts, like the mouse, actually a funny name, the mouse. I think it was an experimental tank in World War II. The Germans, I don't think that they managed to build one, and if they did, it was like one or two and they never went into battle. But they never knew that we get to send them off to battles in this game. And of course I got the King Tiger, this flashy skin. So I think I'm going to kick off the game using the Tiger, which is an absolute beast. So of course there is this type that I forgot to mention, tank destroyers. Not my favorite type of tanks. They usually stay behind the lines, hidden in the bushes, but they are tank snipers. Like if you are into sniping, having played Call of Duty or Medal of Honor, if you need to switch from playing as a soldier onto an entire tank, tank destroyers would be your best choice, as you begin to snipe, destroy tanks from afar, and each and every shell from the tank destroyer is devastating to the enemy. This is a map called Middleburg. Enemies T-25, M41, Bulldog, a couple of heavy tanks, KV-3, and one Tiger 1 like mine. This one received a bonus, that of which I got to change the name from Tiger 1 to Tiger 1 Baron. That was a nice gesture, having played the game for years. Now off we go. Okay, we've got one that we could... Hello there. Fire. I've got a lock on him. Fire. He hasn't seen me yet. He's completely occupied. Okay, we have an easy target. This one here. Goodbye. Alright. And you two as well. That's 2 tanks down. We've got one over there that we could hit. This one has a heavy shield. Now, most importantly, when you are firing face forward, as you could take up as much or as many hits as possible. The sides and the back of your tank are the most vulnerable sides. He's completely occupied with my friend here, so I'm getting enough time to hit him with too many shells. And goodbye. We have one hiding over there. He sees me. And I received a hit. That guy here. Another fire. Let's stay hidden. And fire. Damn. I'm all alone. Fire. I'm a gunner. Come on. Goodbye. Okay, I'm dead. Definitely dead. But that was a nice battle. That's only because the entirety of my team are toast. Well, not bad for a start. You have to get used to getting defeated by the enemy, but then you receive a few credits. Not so many, but enough to boost your morale. At least you've went through a fight. Let's check this one. A purchase of 10,000 in coins. That's a lovely tank. Very modern. Okay, first let's acquire these first, and then we move on with the battle. Okay. Nice. We've got a couple of crates that we could open, but not now. Okay, so there is a rare Easter egg. Okay, let's open it. You could use it later on. So these are the crates that I mentioned. 3 here. Not much, but they're alright. Like, they would just pop in every now and then when you open up the game every day. The epic one, this one takes a little bit more time. Now let's go back. Now the boosters are very important, similar to World of Warships, because these two are developed by Wargaming, so they follow the same system. At some point you just have to activate these to keep on receiving extra credits while playing your battles. Now let me show you the bigger beast, the King Tiger. This one is very heavy, so it takes like a lot of effort just to rotate the gun, the main turret, and also the actual tank. It takes some effort actually, but when it hits, it's very powerful. This is the map with the Yeah, lots and lots of snow. Very hard to be concealed in maps with lots of snow. Most tanks become pretty much visible. The maps with lots of bushes and trees, well, you could hide between them, but not this one. See, it's absolutely heavy. And there is a heavier one, the Ferdinand. This is a mighty German tank destroyer. I would love to get my hands on one very soon. Massive beast. Okay, we have a target. And fire. Okay, and fire. Then we go on hiding. Reload and fire. Okay, I need some help. That's nice. Okay, I could confuse them by going to the other side. Okay, that wasn't a good tactic. I need to repair the tank. I can't move. The tracks were busted. And oh yeah, almost there. Hid from me. And now the enemy is dead. I am in an awful shape. The engine is completely broken down. The tank can barely move. I don't really like that tank because it's not fully upgraded. That's why I take hits really easily by the enemy team. Let's stay a bit far off and target the enemy. Because one hit, I'll be dead. Okay, we've got one over there and very hard to fire, but here we go. 3 more. Okay. Okay, I saw this one coming. It's fine. Now let's check on the team. Right, here's another one. And that's the Ferdinand. Now, the gun turret on that tank destroyer is horrifying. Problem is that you have to turn the entire tank to acquire the target. See, the movement of the gun has a very narrow angle if you're pointing forward. So to aim at any target, you have to move the entire tank. However, the benefit of this is that the shielding on this tank is quite massive. As you can see, it's like a box of steel. See, it took one hit and nothing. However, aiming is just an absolute pain. You go get him, boy. So that's 3 on 2. I think we can leave the battle now and go find ourselves another tank. Now let's change the countries a little bit. I might go this time for... This is the Sherman. So an American tank with Christmas skin on it. Okay, that's sweet. Here we go. Mostly the German tanks are the best ones, the British too, American tanks are highly technologically advanced, but mostly with the Sherman and the Sherman Fireflies. I think the Firefly was developed by the British, but mostly it is still remains to be an American Sherman. Another battle in the snow. We could go and capture Zone C, but I don't want to go through that ramp. The tank would be completely exposed. So we go from behind. Now, this is what I'm talking about. When you go up on a ramp, it slows down, you become a very easy target. Now I am at an elevation. I could begin on targeting from the back, which is the most vulnerable one. Now he sees me, now I have to hide. Okay. And that guy too. I fear the one to the right might see me, but anyway. Here we go. He sees me. Okay, there he comes. I was expecting this. There we go. We see each other, so it's pointless for me to hide anyway. Let's hit him. Ah, here we go. I hate this when it happens. Yeah. Close combat is the worst when it comes to tanks. Realistically, it doesn't happen, but come on, it's a game. Let's check on the team. Panzer, Soviet tank, T-34, and mine burning in flames. Back to the garage. Now, don't expect your tank to remain in the battle for long. Like, it could be like less than a minute and you find yourself completely destroyed, so it's fine. We've got this Polish tank, the Skoda T-45, developed from the T-45s, the Soviet kind. Also received as a bonus. Not much to be done here. Oh, what's that? Thank you. Changing countries, and let's pick what? Soviets? T-34, Model 85. Very, very good tank with a special skin. Now let's test it in battle. So supposedly that's the one tank that gave an edge to the Soviets during World War II. Hopefully it would give me a little bit of an edge myself. Now this is the map that I was talking about. In Yukon in the US, full of bushes and high hills. Very nice for hiding. Thing is, most tanks need to coordinate together. We have to stay together mostly to give the most and utmost firepower to the enemy. I'm aiming towards Zone B to be captured. Possibly the enemy would do the same thing with the other zones. We just have to stay here for a little bit. Okay, capturing. Got 4 zones. Now B is ours. Okay, I see an enemy T-34, just like mine. 2 more just emerged. I want to stay hidden, but not for long. Let's hide behind the factory. But if we could spot one, just fire once and hide. Oh, there we go. From the back, very nicely done. Here we go. Didn't see me. From the side as well, and goodbye. Okay. I will be seen very soon. Here we go. Okay, he spotted me. Stay hidden. This one is a mighty beast. Come on, show your face. Here we go. That's a tiny panzer. All in red. Very difficult to hit. From the side. Good chance. Here we go. He sees me. Fire and hide. Here we go. Hopefully no one is around. And fire. Good shot. 2 tanks left. Let's hit that one over there. Full attack. One last tank. And here we go. Come on. Fire. Face forward, as I told you before. And fire. Yes. Now this time is a victory. Okay. Sweet. Now we receive more combat experience. Used for purchasing tanks, new ones, upgrading existing ones. We have an upgrade for this T-34. Let's check it out. These are new tracks. Basically very helpful to make the tank a little bit faster. So let's research it. Now it's ours. Not gonna play it again, but let's pick this time. This one was a bonus too. A little tiny tank destroyer, but lethal. I've got 2 British tanks, the Matilda and the Crusader. The Matilda, very nice choice. Let's go for one. Taking a bit long. Probably too many players on the server. Lots and lots of heavy tanks. The enemy got 2 Shermans, 1 KV-1, and a few medium and light tanks. Okay, let's go. Now the good thing about the Matilda is that there is shielding on the tracks, so it's very unlikely for the shells to disable the tank. I mean, it happened before, once or twice, but not too many. Unlike the rest of the tanks where the tracks are completely exposed. Not this one. Okay, we reached the red line, the edge of the map. We need to go back. So what I was trying to do is to encircle the enemy tanks from behind, where they are most vulnerable. It's also fast. Sorry. You need to call your insurance to get a new car. Okay. Now they're exposed. But I was spotted. Hello, boy.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Okay.
We didn't even scratch them.
Now because I locked my turret onto it,
That one didn't go
so I can move freely,
Great shot.
fire and move.
Frag hit.
Here we go.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is
Okay,
hit.
we have a chance to fire at him because he's got the side of the tank pointed at me.
Critical hit.
Okay,
Driver's injured. We've lost the track. We're
here we
stuck
go.
here. We didn't even scratch them. That
Need a
one
little
didn't
bit
go
of help.
through.
Come
Our
on.
tracks is damaged. We didn't even scratch them. We've damaged them.
Just keep on moving.
Enemy is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Yeah, he's got tough armor. I might lose that
Scratch
one.
them. Track hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Just keep confusing him as much as possible.
Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah, I won't. I can't win that one.
That one didn't go through.
I have a friend over here. Finally.
Bail out.
Yeah,
This
but
vehicle has had it.
hit from behind. That's a tank destroyer. Medium tanks are easy targets. Now that's the KV-1 Soviet tank. You can hear the sound of the engine. Terrifying. And there is mine. Back to the garage. One last tank battle. Right. There is another M4 Sherman. I'm not gonna pick it today, but probably show you the 131. Hoping it's gonna be, oh no, I was hoping for some sand, desert warfare. No, it's not going to be, but more like an industrial zone. Okay, Soviet tanks. Right, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Don't like that map whatsoever. Too many places to hide. Hey! Sorry. Okay. I can see 3 of the enemy tanks. And now we can take a hit. Here we go. Very powerful tank, by the way. And here we go. Goodbye. If you could focus the turret, you might get a better hit like this. So the smaller the green circle becomes, the much better your hit will be. Like this. Fire on the side, not at the front armor where it's at thickest. Here we go. Goodbye. Now we have a few more enemy tanks to hit. Our friend here. Need to focus on him. And fire. Goodbye. I'm spotted. I need to hide. Fire. Must hide really quickly. Excuse me. Hello there. Oh god, that's a tank destroyer. Nowhere to hide. Here we go. Very thick armor. Yep. Both of our tracks were broken. Come on, show your face. Ah. That tank destroyer is going to be the end of me. Where's the team? Yeah, I'm dead. I'm completely dead. Thank you. At least I tried. Okay, the team is completely busy dancing around that guy's tank. Okay. That's a T-62 tank, Soviet tank. Who's the other guy? Okay, I think we can win that game. Sweet. It's a light tank, one shell, and it's going to be toast. Yeah. Okay, we won the game. Nice. Very nice. Okay, sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself for the betterment of the other team. For their team and ours, as both of us actually enjoyed the credits. But we get to have a little bit more credit. So it's a win-win. Never think of having your tank destroyed as a loss. It's not. And remember, it's a video game. We're not actually fighting wars. Thank goodness. I mean, if the entire world would be fighting wars in video games, that would be way much better. Okay. We've opened most of the crates. And I think that's it for today. See you in another gameplay. Cheers.